back to Fox 23 News. I'm Nicole Menner. To say it's been a great season for the MSU women's basketball team would be an understatement, recording a nearly perfect season under the reign of Coach Vic Schaefer. And they were looking to return to the Sweet 16 for the third straight year last night as they took on Oklahoma State in round 2 of the NCAA women's tourney. The Dogs fell behind early in the first, but in the second quarter, MSU flipped the switch. Victoria Vivians drives to the hoop and gets the layup, and we are tied at 20. She led the Bulldogs with 23 points. OSU would hang around into the third, still tied, when Rashonda Johnson gets the basket to drop, but falls on Oklahoma's Braxton Miller, who stays on the ground in obvious pain. She would remain in the game, though, but wouldn't be the same. Fourth quarter now, MSU has the lead, and Morgan Williams adds to it. She would finish with 17 points, and the Bulldogs are off to the Sweet 16, where they'll meet NC State on Friday. Football season is going to be here before we know it, and Southern Miss making some additions to their coaching staff ahead of the season. Head coach Jay Hopson is welcoming 3 new assistants to his staff, including Brock Hayes working with tight ends, Eddie Hicks with cornerbacks, and Les Keening helping with running backs. Hayes is a former player at USM and is coming from Nicholls State, while Keening has coached in the NFL and spent the last 2 years at UAB. Hicks, also a former USM player, has served as the cornerbacks coach at Austin Peay the last 2 years. The season kicks off at home on September 1st, so mark your calendars. The time between the Super Bowl ending and the new NFL season starting in September can feel like it's dragging out forever. But next February, we'll have something to get us through. Earlier today, Charlie Ebersol announced that the Alliance of American Football League will debut February 9th of 2019. The season will run 10 weeks and have 8 teams with a 4-team playoff. The league will consist of players who didn't make the cut for the NFL, and of course some rules that we aren't used to. No kickoffs, the play clock will be shorter, fewer commercial breaks, we love that, and strict head safety protocols will be enforced.
We've brought together some of the top football experts and some of the greatest players who have ever played the game with a commitment to put high-quality, top-flight football on the field.
We're putting together and have put together a great group of coaches. I wish I had the ability to mention them today, but we're going to roll them out over the next little while. And as Charlie says, stay tuned. You'll recognize many of the names, and we're excited to have them on board.
Baseball season officially begins in just 9 days, and teams beginning to reevaluate their rosters as spring training wraps up. One of those moves coming from the Atlanta Braves yesterday, top prospect Ronald Acuna was reassigned to minor league camp, which likely allows the Braves to have an extra year of contractual control over the outfield star. Keeping him in the minors until April 13th will prevent him from becoming a free agent until 2024, whereas if he made the opening day roster, he would hit free agency a year earlier. He entered Monday leading the Grapefruit League with a .432 batting average. All right, it seems like Tiger Woods is all anyone is talking about lately, and rightfully so, because he's been headlining quite the comeback tour. He's coming off a 5th place finish at the Arnold Palmer Invitational and a runner-up finish at the Valspar Championship. And if he can stay healthy, he plans to stay near the top of the leaderboards.
If I can play with no pain and I can feel like I can make golf swings, I'll figure it out. And I'm starting to piece it together tournament by tournament, and each tournament's gotten a little bit crisper and a little bit better. I've worked my way up there into the leaderboard back-to-back weeks and had a chance, which is nice.
What do you think?
All you can ask for is a chance. That's it.
I would like him to do well.
Me too. I think everyone's rooting behind him.
Like a comeback.
I mean, golf needs him. He's ratings gold.
Well, they're getting it.
Yeah.